Hello dear students, welcome back to our chemistry class. So in today's chemistry class, we are going to discuss one more new topic, that is about the chiral centers. And by taking different examples, we are going to learn the activity of or the action or the behavior of lactic acid and tartaric acid in different forms. Okay, so first let us see what is a chiral centers. If a compound consists of a different carbon, that is a number of carbons and the different groups attached to a carbon, in such conditions, the carbon becomes the chiral centers. And a molecule is called as a chiral molecule. So the number of carbons present in the molecule in a compound, so that carbon becomes the chiral center. And the complete molecule itself is called as chiral molecule. So here we have an example as a lactic acid, where center we have one carbon. So this carbon is attached with 4 different groups. So where the carbon must be attached compulsory with 4 different groups, then only this carbon is called as a chiral centers. If it has either of the 2 groups similar also, then it is, or 3 groups similar or 4 groups similar, then it is not called a chiral center. So must and should, a carbon must have all the 4 different groups attached to it. Then that center carbon is called chiral centers. And this complete molecule, that is a lactic acid, which consists of CH3, H and COOH and OH. So this complete molecule is called chiral molecule, and this carbon is called chiral center. So in the same way, we have one more example here, that is a tartaric acid. So in this tartaric acid, we have 2 chiral centers. That means we have 2 carbons. For this, each carbon, different groups are attached here. COOH, OH and H for the first carbon. The second carbon also COOH, H and OH. So in this way, we have 2 chiral centers. For each chiral center, different groups are attached. So in lactic acid example, we can take it has one chiral center because it has one carbon. Here it has 2 chiral centers, that because it has 2 carbons. It is the carbon isomers are 2 and here it is 1. So that can be explained with a formula, that is 2 power n. So where n represents the number of carbons. In this lactic acid, since we have only one carbon, we consider it as a 2 power 1, then it is equals to 2. In case of tartaric acid, we consider 2 power n, where n is equal to 2 because we have 2 carbons. So 2 power 2 will be the 4. Now the tartaric acid behavior or the activity can be explained in different forms, that is around of 3 or 4 different forms this tartaric acid can be explained. So among that, the first form is a dextroform. So we already know what is a dextroform, which is the plane polarized light which rotates in clockwise direction. So when it rotates in the clockwise direction, then a dextroform is formed. So this is an example for tartaric acid, where it has 2 chiral centers with different groups attached to it, where the plane polarized lights, they are rotated in clockwise direction. So it forms a dextroform tartaric acid. And the next form we have levoform. So here also we have taken an example of tartaric acid, where we have 2 chiral centers and different groups attached to each chiral center. So this levoform is exactly a mirror image of dextroform. So just like when we stand in front of a mirror, the same image of us is in front of us, just like a mirror image. So here also the levoform is just a mirror image of dextroform. So this is a levoform of tartaric acid. And then third form we have like a mesoform. So what is a mesoform is nothing but, here one of the molecule is clockwise direction rotated and another one molecule is rotated in anti-clockwise direction. So both clockwise and as well as anti-clockwise direction rotation forms a mesoform. And you can see that the upper portion is exactly the mirror image of down portion. But this can't be considered as a dextro and levo form. Even though they are mirror images, that is the upper portion is mirror image of the downer portion, but also it is not considered as a dextro and levo. So in this mesoform, one molecule is rotated in the clockwise direction and other one is rotated in the anti-clockwise direction. That is, here we have a tartaric acid. When we rotate this plane polarized light in clockwise direction, we get OH and H here. And when we rotate this plane polarized light in anti-clockwise direction, so this hydrogen will be this side and OH group will be this side. So this is a mesoform of tartaric acid. And even this tartaric acid activity can also be explained in another one more form, that is about the racemic form. So racemic form is represented with a small letter DL form, or it can also be represented as a plus or minus form. Since this racemic form is a combination of equal quantity of a dextro and levo form. So as we know that these dextro and levo form of tartaric acids which are formed, these are the enantiomers. That means one is exactly mirror image of another one. So in this racemic mixture, both combination of dextro and levo together it forms this racemic form. So in this way, tartaric acid activity can be explained in 4 different forms, that is a dextro form, levo form, then a meso form as well as racemic form. So I hope in today's class we have understood about what is a chiral center and what are the different activity and the behavior we can see in the tartaric acid with the different forms like a dextro, levo, meso and also a racemic form. So in one more video we will meet with a different topic. Thank you.